Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going? Wow, are you whispering today?
No, I just thought yesterday I just jumped out of the camera right at them and I was like, "Wah, good morning." So I thought I'd ease into the show today a little bit.
Very good. Very good.
Plus, we have enormous cups of what has turned out to be very strong coffee. I stirred the French press.
I know.
this
So we
morning.
have our we had our like little tiny cups yesterday, and
Yep.
now we have like this.
I don't think I'll make it through that one.
So so let's see, who have we got? Look, and I'm not going to click
three
on
dots.
the wrong thing. BJ Pace is here. Blackjack, how's it going? Carter Roberts, Cornado, Drew is here.
Hey,
JMW, hi Drew. JMW Music, Marilyn Parmley.
Good morning,
hey, Marilyn. Let's see who. Somebody just added. Oh, Naomi's here. Brickanista, very good. Marilyn Parmley's here. Hello to the Parmleys.
All the Parmleys.
MJ Stockbrand. Hi, MJ. How's it going? Good to see ya. Moto is here, of course. Minifig Chick. Shane Levin is here. Wilfred. And Alyssa, of course. Hello. That's awesome. Good to see you, Alyssa. Hope everybody's having a good day today.
We are.
Yeah, we are. I know it's been...
Somehow we seem organized. I don't know. Just the whole morning is just...
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that happened. I think it's because we got a bunch of stuff done early. Although I was completely like building on, like trying to build off camera at the very last second.
We were actually like...
Oh, everyone! What? I forgot. Yes,
What's going on?
Forget. I wrote it down, but. It's Naomi's birthday. It's Brickanista's birthday. So happy birthday to you, Brickanista. We're so super excited to have
Many
you
happy
here and have you
more.
on. That's just awesome.
Hooray!
So golly, that's great.
Some motivation from Flitchard.
Try to. Well, I know it's happy birthday. That's so just yay. We need good news and happy fun things right now, right? It's been a
I know. I want to play that song "Celebration" right now.
Yeah. Celebrate good times. Come on, that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Do you like my terrible, my terrible acapella version? That's why I will never be in an acapella band.
It was brief.
Besides, that's also like the
I think
traditional ones are
we're gonna
kind of
get
hilarious.
a cease and desist on that one.
I think it was less than 5 seconds. I think.
Oh yeah. No.
What's up?
I'm missing a pin back.
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna
should
get up and get that.
That won't be too hard
No,
to
it'll
get.
be easy.
They're falling.
They're close.
Pinbacks around here are just they're like falling out of
They're a dime
every
a dozen.
surface, basically.
There we go. Oh man, that reminds me of a Peanuts cartoon I used to love from my favorite Peanuts book when I was
Wow, we're going
little.
back to Peanuts.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
here we go.
I was a little boy and I got at a garage sale this book, Good Old Snoopy, I think it was. And Charlie Brown comes up and he scritches Snoopy's head and calls him Fuzzy Face. How you doing, Fuzzy Face? And then Snoopy basically has an existential crisis over having been called Fuzzy Face for like the next chapter. It's awesome. I think Woodstock saves him.
So, Drew says he's learned to make a new pinbacks out of nickels. Okay, I want to know about that. Because we've got like a jar of change. Cornado says, such an Oakland song, they play it when the A's win. Well, if you know anything about us, you know that we don't know anything about sports, so I can promise you that that was not purposeful.
I'm terrible. The last time I went to a ball game, it was awesome. I loved it. The food was great. The spectacle was great. But I was looking at the whole experience from a design perspective. I was like, okay, well, the green contrasts with this and then this shade here, and you can see. It's, so I don't think I was much for the stats, but I love the spectacle of sports. I went to hockey and enjoyed that, too, for the same reason.
All right.
But we
kidding,
call them,
but
I have
really
to
don't know
admit,
anything about sports.
we call them all sports ball.
Yeah,
good luck at the sports ball game.
Sports is generally sports ball, no matter what shape the ball is, I think. Okay, so moving on,
Disney
we are
pins.
going to go, it's Disney pin time.
Wow, we have some major contrast going on today. We both feature green in some sense, but these pins are very different. very happy Mickey with the those pie cut eyes.
Yeah, so this is actually one out of my collection, and I'm actually collecting these ones. So it's like old school Mickey with a little colored square behind him. He's I've got 3 or 4 of them. I'm not sure if it's all of them.
Thanks for the loan.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we go. This one is I'm wearing the last of the 4 stretching portraits minifig pins today, and so this one is Oogie Boogie, and he is doing his portrait is in the regular one. It's the gentleman who's standing on a thing of TNT, a barrel of TNT, and he's got stripy underpants on.
Right. Oh, and sock garters.
And sock garters.
And very knobby knees.
It's the look. So yeah, Oogie Boogie, very exciting. And thank you, Minifig Chick and Paint Pusher for these.
I know, they're so cool.
Like amongst my favorite. Yeah, we actually have, because of that last round, we have so many pins now. We've outgrown our pin board. We're going to have to, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a bigger... Well, we made a temporary pin board, and it sort of became like a semi-permanent pin board.
Oh, actually, I'm glad that you are mindlessly fiddling with that.
I'm fiddling with the vampire coffin, the Dracula coffin lid.
I wanted to point out that yesterday I said that I thought that this came from one of the new Hidden Side sets, because they do have these sort of like orange and yellow ghost bodies, but it in fact is not, and it is from, Drew tells me, from a retired Ninjago set.
Oh, cool.
And I don't have the... I don't have it right in front of me. I'm sure he sent me the. Let me see. I'm looking for the text
that it's
from
funny.
Drew.
I mean, I have to suppose this was intended, but even though this is the bottom of a ghost, it's very sort of skull shaped.
Yeah, and it's from an older Ninjago set that has been out of production for years. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, look, here we go. There's a picture. Let's see if we can. The character is called, that's something with an N.
Nakadon? No, is that right?
Nadakan. Khan! But yeah, check him out. Oh, he's got one of those, like, crazy double bodies and a hook hand. Check it out. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but he's kind of kooky. He's got, like, a double torso, 4 arms, a hook hand, like he's got a ghost body. He's got it all going on.
He's very heavily accessorized.
Exactly.
For a specter.
So speaking of Lego sets...
Oh, nice transition there, Wolfman Jack.
Yeah, do you like that? So we are going to move on with looking at the rest of this big summer wave of sets. So absolutely crazy, and it's so funny because I got it. Oh, Cornetus got it in a bulk buy. Well, thank you so much. We love it. It's awesome, and I'm going to absolutely make use of it. Yeah,
it's so cool.
I'm now coming up with like all these ideas for ghosts. Like I want like a whole ghost thing. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be, but yeah. Okay, so So yesterday we stopped with I believe on the Disney Princess sets. And funny enough, there's only one. I scrolled earlier, and of course we're here back on the Brothers Brick with their article about all the new sets that are coming out. So the only Disney Princess set that's coming out is Belle's Winter Castle. Now, we've seen castles from Belle already, and this is a 4+. But I gotta say,
printed then?
These are printed. That means that these look like stickers.
On a 4+ set?
But this is definitely not stickers. I think that is for sure. Those always are printed. The little archway. I'm sorry, I'm pointing with my pointer.
Yeah, we're looking over here. Sorry.
The little, all of the little windows and stuff that are printed on that arch piece are great, and those gold doors and that stained glass piece up at the top, so good.
My favorite actually is is it a magenta? What's the color behind the curved elves fences at the tops of the towers?
It's dark red, I believe.
I love that color treatment behind those.
Well, this is
really clever.
Yeah, so this has been the color thing. They did actually, Moto was asking, they did actually do another Belle's Castle earlier in it, sort of slightly different, and for an older, I think for older builders. So,
Got it. Well, but how do you think they did that color fill behind there? Like, do they have cylinders that are a smaller diameter than the elves?
It's hard to see, but I don't think that there's a color behind it. I think there's just
I'm just seeing open.
You're just seeing the graphics in the back.
I'm imagining awesomeness.
All right, so the because of the whole pandemic thing, the Lego House exclusives are available online in Europe. So if you know somebody in Europe, maybe you can get them to send it to you.
Whoa, this is so fun.
So this is the tree of creativity, and usually you can only get these at the Lego House.
Can you zoom into that at all, or not really?
I can. No, if I click on this, it's going to take me to the Lego page,
okay,
and then I'll have to. It's like a bunch of extra clicks.
Well, I love all the micro builds on that tree,
and these ones I really love.
Yep.
These dinosaur. The dinosaurs are really great that are on display there, and I'm still crossing my fingers that we get to go to Lego House in September, end of September.
Here's my prediction. I'm being optimistic, but here's my prediction, is that it's going to be postponed a little bit, but that they still want us. They've reached out to us. I think they want us. It's just we're going to have to work out how everything works.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, and here, this is so exciting. Right now, these are only available in the UK, and I'm dying. I'm dying.
Oh, and it's those square windows with the lattice again.
So we've got this astronomy tower, and it's gorgeous. Like, what a gorgeous set. And I'm so bummed that we missed out on the clock tower, because now it's the only part of Hogwarts that we won't have, like the bigger sets. And we've got, and there's because we're going to get this one.
Oh, and this has flying Hedwig, too.
This has the flying Hedwig on it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures.
So, Flynn.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, finish talking about this one.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Okay, what's that? What's your question?
Well, why is it significant that we're looking at Harry Potter sets just now?
Oh, because, so next week we're going to do the Monkey Kid set that we got from Moto, the Monkey Kid mech.
I know,
continuing with our mech theme. And then the following week, like once we finish Monkey Kid, we're finally going to do our Harry Potter week, and hopefully, one or two of these will have come out by then, so that we can pick one up and do one of the newer ones as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah.
So the astronomy tower is great. Attack on the Burrow. Now they had done a Burrow set before, and of course the big takeaway minifig from that was who?
Lestrange. What's her name? Beatrix. Beatrix Lestrange.
So she is. She's awesome. I love the way this looks, and I love. It seems that there's some hinging going on here, because the top of the house, if you look right where it turns into dark tan, it looks like it's Bellatrix.
Bellatrix. Did I say Beatrix? Oh my goodness. I have a pathological.
I just went with it.
Oh my goodness. Why would you do that? Why would you let me? I was like, this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound right. I read every page of every Harry Potter book.
I figured we would get.
No, you all. It's pathological names with me. I get it close. I'm that guy. I get the name close.
So this is the same. So this is also a $99 set, and it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigs, and
that's
including
cool.
Bellatrix Lestrange, and that awesome. Beatrix is better, to be honest.
I want Beatrix Lestrange. I'm gonna build Beatrix.
It is, of course, Bellatrix. It's her cousin. Beatrix.
I have Harry Potter cred. I read every page of all of them.
Okay, so moving on. We've got a four Privet Drive set.
Oh, and does this come with the little wizard boy too?
Yes, it comes with the little wizard boy. And this has got the flying car in it again. I think this is now the third set.
That's cool. I love the face on the flying car is really.
Yeah. Now we have two versions of the. Maybe this. Yeah, we have two versions of the. Are you talking about Mary Potter?
Mary, it is.
With Beatrix Lestrange.
And the
Okay.
professor that was mean to Mary.
And the professor.
Right?
Okay, gotta stop.
And that would be several.
You g-
Several snakes. You gotta watch out for them. There were several snakes. Okay, we should move on. See?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so this is a giant Hedwig, right?
Several snakes. All right, so yeah, so this is
flapping wings.
this is a Hedwig Automata, and I feel like if
Automaton
we didn't,
even.
oh yes, automaton. If we didn't, now I thought automaton was something that was like human shaped. We should check into that.
Yeah, we should
But-
check it. I think automata is plural.
Look at this great thing, and that eye piece is incredible.
Moto. See that eye moto?
Yes, and I think
King of eyes.
if I can only get 2 sets of all of these,
Yep.
I want this one, and then of course the
Yeah.
one that's coming up next because I've been talking about it for the past 500 years. And that is the Forbidden
Well, of
Forest
course.
Umbridge's
Of course.
Encounter, because not only does it include my favorite character, Dolores Umbridge. I'm sorry, y'all, but I really love her. She's so messed up. But it comes with 2
Whoa.
centaur bodies. 2 centaur bodies. I need this is a thing
Yep.
that is an absolute must.
Well, because how can you do a big Greek mythology mock and not have your centaurs? Right?
Yeah. I think this is really.
Well,
this
and what is
really-
that hair? Is that hair all brick built on?
Oh, on Grop's head? I'm not sure.
I'm so glad you said that because I was gonna call him. I was gonna call him Gorp. I know most of the names. Right, geography and names. I don't know.
if we're gonna get through this
think-
list because I can't stop
I
laughing.
think geography and names are hard, ever since elementary school. Maybe an animatronic is what you're going for.
No, it is.
let's see.
It's
I've got
because this is cranked. It's got a crank on it. Why is Fred Flintstone on the Harry Potter box? Oh my God!
Oh, look. Okay.
B. Arthur Lestrange.
Now that I want to see.
I want to see that
I want to
movie.
see that.
Oh my God, we're never gonna get through this. Oh
Okay,
my
I'm trying to find here. We have this book of automata, but it doesn't have the singular. It only
Build a
has
centaur
plural.
body, maybe, if you really need it. Lego horses were built. I want it. I want those centaur bodies. I've been wanting to do a thing for a long time. And yes, he does look like Fred Flintstone. The face is totally Fred Flintstone. It's kind of hilarious. And the hair.
He does. Color palette. Oh, look at her.
my goodness.
Okay, well, I have failed to find the singular for automata, which I think is automaton. In our book, look at that. Of simple
you could look it
machines.
up on the Dr. Internet could probably tell you.
Well, is it? I don't know. Like, if you're hanging out with people, is it rude?
Yeah. So you know what? I already looked, and the centaur bodies are not available on Bricks
What,
and
on
Pieces
Bricks
right
and
now.
Pieces?
But I'll tell you what is available on Bricks and Pieces.
What's that?
These, the rabbit and the Patroni, the transparent blue glitter animals. So I got one of each, of
Is that
course,
like a
because I had to.
weasel?
It's an otter, I believe.
An otter?
Yeah.
The rabbit, I remember.
Oh, so
And
yes,
the stag, of course.
So
we have the stag.
There is a Marauders 2x2 flat plate, but also in this, I think this is the one you're talking about, but I think it's a 2x3 tile.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the time turner, is it?
No, it's the Marauders.
No,
map.
on the right.
It's just I think
Just
it's
a
a lantern.
lantern.
Yeah, it's a gold lantern, which I haven't seen a whole lot
that's
of lately.
cool.
So this is the accessories pack, Hogwarts Student Accessories Pack. It comes, I think, with a Hufflepuff. For one of the first times a Hufflepuff figure has been included.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. So so these are pretty cool.
Ooh, Malfoy has a look on his face.
Oh, he always does. But I love his like laconical eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sparkle Bunny and Sparkle Otter. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome, and it can go with our Sparkle Stag.
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What's that?
They're magical. And you know how you can tell?
Because they're transparent and sparkly?
Yes.
All right.
It's a law of Lego.
All right, so next up we've got the Super Mario set. So pre-orders, it says pre-orders for Lego Super Mario now available again after the first batch sold out within a day.
This is so fun.
The core starter course will
before.
ship in August. We've seen a little bit of it, but it's been a little while.
Well, maybe I didn't. I mean, I don't play Mario. I just think this the modeling is really good.
It's Peter Patronus Rabbit, written by Beatrix Lestrange. But it is Beatrix Potter. Look, it all goes. It's all connected. It's all connected. All right, so we're talking about.
Oh my goodness!
This is called Adventures with Mario Starter Course. Now, I haven't looked too deeply into this, but I do know that you can play the different courses. You can connect them together, kind of like they're doing with the
new Ninjago
sets, right? With the D&D style sets.
Yeah.
I love that Baby Bowser is on here, and we've got a Goomba, and I love the flag with the Bowser face on it. Now, I don't know how much of this is printed and how much of this is stickers. I really, 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 really hope that these are printed. But
now, is it just me, or is this verging on GBC? This seems like it's not a course where you take the same figure through the way you would in a platformer. It looks like there's a lot of motion and activity there.
Yeah, well, so you bounce around, and when you connect on certain blocks, it makes so he's got electronics in his little chest and his eyes.
I understand.
And it makes his eyes move around, and then it makes whatever's, like, so here he caught the gold coin.
His eyes move? That's cool.
Yeah, his eyes move around as well.
I love that flag. That's my favorite part in the whole thing. The little
Bowser flag?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this looks really cool, and I know that they talked about that he's going to actually have 4 new outfits, like 4 Mario outfits. Check it out. So they've got the Tanuki suit.
Nicely done.
So this is Fire Mario, all in white, right? And so you get his pants and hat, and then the electronic unit fits inside.
Oh.
We've got Propeller Mario Power Up Pack. Cat Power.
That's the best one.
Yeah, the cat one is great. I thought it was Tanuki suit, but it's not. It's the cat suit. And then Builder Mario. I hope they do the Tanuki suit one, which is like the raccoon.
That's great. Drew, check it out. He's wearing like Carhartts or something.
He's kind of with his like giant belt. Because of course it has to have a pouch.
Yep, an accessory pouch.
So very cool. All right, so now we've gone over these before, so I'm not going to go too far into this, but check it out. So Monkey Kids Team Secret HQ, I know that Drew has this. This looks like an incredible model. This looks to me like on the level of Ninjago City. Like it opens up and there's like, it's not just a boat, like it opens up, there's stuff inside, and of course, the best part is it includes the big blue guy with the orange beard and his cat, which is that you can kind of see him standing on the top of the ship. He's a blue cat with a mohawk. I mean, oh my, really.
Well, and here we're so excited to put this together.
Yes, and so here we go, the Monkey Kid Warrior Mech, which we already know is amazing, and we have a copy of, and we'll be building next week.
I hope we see more of those foil stickers. Like, those are so cool.
Really, really cool. So Red Sun's Inferno truck. You know, we're not super big on the vehicles, but
but some people
cool,
dig them, and it's a use for those like weird castle topper parts.
No, I love this one. The Bull Mech, the Demon Bull King is so cool. This is definitely one of those ones. If we built it, I would keep on display because it's absolutely.
Wow, it's almost like we're gonna end up with a mech family.
Sorry, so Brickanisa says actually Tanuki is a badger in Japanese culture. Oh, you know, I always thought it was a raccoon. There you go.
Oh,
what do I know? I just saw the stripedy tail and was like,
oh, right on.
See, this is what you get for assuming, right? So here we've got Pigsy's food truck, which is weird and hilarious. Not my favorite of all of them, but it's cool. With the giant
What does he like?
fork
Sells
thing
dumplings?
I hope they're not pork.
Oh my goodness. No, they're vegetarian, obviously. This is nice. I love the cloud stickers.
Yeah, this is called the Monkey Kids Cloud Jet, which is cool. Not, again, not one I would get, but I like the look of it. I mean, I like the look of all of these. They're really amazing. Oh, that's not fun. This is the Iron Bull tank. So this is like the sort of smaller version. And check it. It comes with the blue guy with the orange, the ginger bearded
nice
blue guy, big muscly blue guy. And I don't see his cat in this one, which makes me sad. Then we've got a motorcycle, white dragon horse bike. So it's a sort of like a horse motorcycle bike deal.
Well, I love the cloud vehicle is great, the hovercraft.
Yeah. They are absolutely pork. Pigsy from the HQ set has a sausage platter. Oh man,
goodness,
that's so harsh. Hooded One says cat is exclusive for the ship set. That's right. I'll find it on Bricklink, and it'll only cost me like $800. Okay, so moving on, we've got the second wave of dots. So looks like we got a bracelet mega pack that's got all kinds of, like cool stuff. And look there's a boy in the advertising. Two boys in the advertising. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Dots
that makes
for everyone.
me really, really happy. Dots for everyone. Absolutely.
I have seen so many one by one pyramid bricks.
Oh, I know.
Used on dots.
Right.
Like everyone wants to make them that was the first place I went to with those bright orange ones.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so here is the picture frames. They did a smaller picture frames thing before, so this is the bigger one. We got a jewelry box.
I think the packaging is really smart. I love that it comes with the tray.
A great sorting tray.
Yep.
I like this little
Do we have our
decorative pencil pot with a place for sticky notes and a little drawer. Very, very cool.
Yep.
We have Go Team bracelets. So it looks like bracelets with new themes. Magic Forest bracelet. I'm gonna have to get that
that's a good one.
Power bracelet. And extra dots again. Very good.
Oh, I like the extra dots. That'll be fun. Especially this must be a great boon for anyone who does mosaics.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So here is
this.
So this is Lego extras. You can buy the little bag of extra pieces.
Yeah.
So this looks like there is road tape. Excuse me. That you can lay down, and it comes with a scooter and a traffic light, traffic cones, a snake. Why did the snake cross the road? To get the banana.
There should be a chicken. I don't know. That would be the first thing I would...
Oh, cool. There's water tape, too. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And a nice little set that comes with some nice pieces. You get a frog, a fish, and a crab. And this great net that really... Yeah. I know there's one in white, but only in this color it came, I believe, with one of the CMFs, if I'm not mistaken. And the raft is great, too.
When I see tape like that... What was it? Was it in Stranger Things where we saw the printed tiles for the windows? They had newspaper on them, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm all excited about printed windows and panels now. I could see cutting out tape like that.
For sure.
And putting it on like translucent panels or something. That'd be great.
All right, so we've got a bricks in place set. This is the classics where you can just get like a bunch of bricks to build on. But this time it comes with 4 base plates, 16 by 16 plates. So now this is going to be my new go-to for anybody who says, what should I get to start? And because I want to build my own stuff. I think this is definitely the thing. Because having it come with the base plates makes a huge difference in the way that you build. Right?
I think so. Well, it makes it easier for people who've been doing it a long time too, but especially for people who start. Yeah. It means it doesn't have to be so structurally sound from the first brick.
All right, so we have there's the tower. Yeah, we have the tower and crane construction set. We're into Duplo now, obviously. Wrecking ball demolition. Ooh. Oh, I want whatever that is. That a pigeon? A Duplo pigeon? I'm all about it. Yes, of course it is. Hanging out on top of the garbage truck.
Okay, you get the pigeon. I'm going to get those truss pieces because I like Duplo on the inside of big mocks. And those truss pieces would be great.
This Duplo Batman set, it's called Bat Cave, and I love whatever this transparent sort of like splurt piece that's coming out.
Yeah, that
looks really cool. We've got Ariel's Undersea Castle. I love the giant and it's Duplo, but it's like this huge.
Anything with Duplo translucent pieces.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. So we got Lightning McQueen's Race Day. We got a truck excavator, a bulldozer.
Those big rocks are fun.
So Lego Education is now selling their stuff online. They're usually, but it's for a limited time. So we've got the Spike Prime, which is sort of like the beginner, like learning how to program, do robots and stuff like that. And
so would it
an
be
expansion?
Would that be like Powered Up Junior?
Kind of. And then there's also We Do, which also does robot stuff. We got a core. Tech machines would be interesting for anybody that's wanting to learn Technic. Simple and powered machines, another great way to learn simple stuff, right?
That's great for anyone trying to get into Technic. I think that would be a great starter set right there.
And this one's called My Excel World, and it looks like a giant Duplo set with tons of different stuff. This one's called Coding Express, which I guess you can code Duplo.
Yes! Okay, now that is something I'm excited about right there. Being able to move Duplo in a smart way on tracks, and they've got a worm gear.
Yeah, we've got early simple machines. Now, these are not cheap sets, but they're really cool if you have a little one that wants to learn about this stuff. We got a steam park.
Wait, Flynn, wait.
Okay,
I know what I want for my birthday.
Oh, dear. Okay, well, we got to get moving through here now.
Duplo Technic.
Or we're never going to get to
for
building.
My birthday. Okay, we'll build today, too.
All right. We got this one called Tubes, which I love these tube things. It's like hamster. And then we've got a new storage head, a mini guy with his tongue sticking out, and a mini lady winking. And there's actually a play and display cases you can get now that look like the ones that they have in the stores, right?
That's cool.
Like that's pretty cool, right?
It'd be great for CMS.
We got keychains, Captain Marvel, and Venom. The birthday guy, watermelon guy, China flower, happy Santa, happy helper. Oh, this little London magnet is cute.
Okay,
and some books.
You know those keychains?
I'm just gonna scroll.
I know how safe those things are because I have tried really, really, really hard to get the keychain out of the top, and those things are built pretty safely.
Yeah. CMF JMW Music stands for collectible minifigure.
Oh yeah,
collectible minifigure. Okay.
They're doing it with Duplo. So, I'm excited about Duplo.
Now this is the last remaining Unikitty set available from Lego, and that's the Unikitty roller coaster wagon. All right, that was everything. We got through all of it. My goodness, that was a long list, but that was pretty cool. So you know what it's time for before we move on.
What time is it, Flynn? We got a good one.
Sticker set show and tell. We do have a good one. I am very excited. All right, you ready?
Yes. All right. This is from 2016. It's a big sticker set at 9 by 16.5 studs. It's from Elves. Ragana's Magic Shadow Castle. Oh, it's
not wanting to focus.
It is gonna focus.
There we go.
Ragana's Magic Shadow Castle, which came with 3 mini dolls: Aira, Naida, and Ragana Shadow Flame.
Oh my!
But all of those like Celtic interlacement patterns and just the general
and this stained glass window thing.
Yeah,
really
I just think
cool.
The general curviness, swirliness of Elves is really cool.
Yeah,
it's kind of Celtic and kind of not. Sometimes almost Art Nouveau.
Yeah, this is a good, and there's clear, and they're on clear. So some of these you probably couldn't see them, but there's some silver designs on clear, and
that's
pretty
great.
Cool.
That's a keeper.
All right, it's time for.
What?
Viewer mail. Oh, we have a new viewer mail.
We have a new viewer mail graphic.
So this we have this awesome we got this card from Shane Shane Levin. Very fun.
There you go.
Oh, and it says thank you, and it has a picture of Tom Nook on it. Who is definitely a raccoon. And it's got one of the Animal Crossing presents on the balloon. Very nice.
Oh, that's so nice. Here, do we need to...
Nope, I got it. Okay, so we've got a baby Yoda sticker here. Love it. Keeping on with our theme of stickers.
I love you, baby Yoda.
I love you, baby Yoda. Oh, so cool! Where did you get these? Okay, so for those of you that don't play Animal Crossing, sorry for this, but it's some Animal Crossing stickers. We got Daisy May and Isabel. We've got a villager fishing. We've got one of the Dodo brothers and Flick, who I love because he collects.
What a fun thing to receive in the mail.
Thank you so much, Shane. This is so awesome. I love Animal Crossing.
And he made the card all himself.
I know, he made the card all himself.
Well, I mean, like, I love sending people cards that I make myself. Like, that's, right? Like,
Yeah.
this one is a linoleum block cut. I love making postcards and greeting cards.
Yeah, and you're right. Minifig Chick says the background on the Animal Crossing stickers is usable too. It is, and there's actually a lot of empty space with that Animal Crossing grass stuff. Right.
That's so cool.
Very cool. All right, so we are going to finally move on, although it's going to be time for our next thing soon.
Oh, that's right. Lego.
So yeah, well, we've certainly had lots of Lego.
Yeah, we've had lots of Lego news today. Now we're gonna have some Lego building.
All right, so I worked some more on the model.
Flynn got up this morning at 6 o'clock and was building.
This is how much I love y'all. Yes, I got up at 6 a.m. and did some building.
And enjoyed it. It wasn't work at all.
No, and actually, funny enough, you can see everything I did right here because it was all this sort of top part. So I put this happened.
Yep.
And then this roof piece happened. I can show you when I turn it around, but it's got this great spider web. There is a collection of antiquities in here which actually get called out in the instructions, just like before. And there was this Pharaoh's Head.
That's so cool.
Y'all, I'm so sorry that I didn't wait to put it together with you because it's a great little mini build. And I'll see if there's some way that I can't figure out how to rebuild it out of parts we have. Because I really want you to see how it was done, because it's really clever and really easy, and it's really, really effective.
Yeah, I think the Technic pinholes for eyes are really cool, and it's got that cobra on it on the top.
So we started adding in some frogs here, like as gargoyles, right? And then we have this roof section that I wanted to show you.
Which is nice and steep and spooky, right?
Yeah, and so what I did was I tried to put everything together so that when we got together... Yeah, there you go. When we got together today, that we could work on one of these roof pieces so you can see how it goes. Because I know that making, like, sharply peaked roofs are a thing that people always want to know how to do. So we're going to get our instruction booklet out here. And of course, by the time we get it all set up, it's probably going to be Logan Cookie time. But...
Well, how nice to have these...
Oh yeah, you can see the back. There was some window decorations. We're starting to build that central tower thing.
Well, those steep slopes in that green are great.
Oh yeah, all these olive green pieces. I mean, it's a shame that we'll never take this apart because it would be awesome to have that. Oh, and I wanted to also point out. Oh, here we go. So here is the little antiquities, and I'll go ahead over to
you can see what we see.
The overhead cam. So the first thing we have is this this thing, which is called. The Golden Dingus.
All right.
As Von Baron reached out for the Golden Dingus, the Yeti suddenly appeared and ate his left hand. Okay, that's why he's got a hook hand.
Where his hook came from.
Luckily, he already had a hook for a left hand, so he simply replaced it with another one. That would hurt going down, I would think. Well, I know. All right, and then the other one here, we've got like a skull in a green dome. This is called the Orb of Ogel, a prototype for the mind control superweapon used by the evil Ogel Empire. Von Baron always kept one handy for a rainy day, because you just never know.
The Ogel Empire.
I'm probably saying it wrong. And then this last one is called Box of Junk. A heavy, dusty box of junk. A faded sticker reads, "I love trash." I wish it had that on there.
That reminds me of those sort of text-based role-playing games, we used to play. A box of junk.
Yes, and so, of course, as Moto points out, that Ogel is Lego spelled backwards. in case you didn't get that part.
Secret.
All right, so I've already done bag 11, so we'll skip past that. But I did want to show you that little, like all of those little antiquities. Oh, and there's another one too. There's actually a description for the Pharaoh's Head. It has a little story, and you can also see on the inside there's like dynamite. There's like dynamite in the room.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a whole thing about that's how he got into the Pharaoh's tomb is by putting dynamite on. So here's the instructions for that Pharaoh's Head, and we'll look at it. Here we go.
Oh,
Face of the Sphinx. The very first Egyptian item that the Barons stole. The entire manor is built around it. So that's our little Pharaoh head, right?
That's great.
That's pretty cool.
I love the curve for the beard is really
I'm telling you, it's really cleverly put in. And then you can see that there's like a little dynamite with a plunger, and it's the escape plan. Von Baron lined the face of Sphinx with dynamite just in case any curses came along with it. Just because you never know.
There's something I really like here too. As I look over there, I see it on the model as that big clear panel. I think is going to allow
window.
us. Yeah, it's going to allow us to see the elevator go by.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, there's a big window built into the tower that we did. All right, so we are moving on to bag 12. We are 2 minutes away from Logan Cookie Time, and we're just putting pieces out, but that's okay. And you know what's great about bag number 12 is it doesn't have a lot of stuff in it.
This is a build and chat.
Yeah, Alyssa, you're right. I love all the story in it as well. And just as a reminder, Boone, on Boone Builds, has done a whole video about all of the history and stories of all of the things. He goes into great detail. And I think if you like this stuff, I think you'll get it very, very fascinating. Orange Bricks, we've gotten a lot of emails about the mech, so I tend to wait until tonight to look at everything. And yes, don't forget, we are having our mech and robot challenge, and your pictures are due at noon, which is soonish.
Yep, so Flynn has time to put together the slideshow. I am so psyched about what we're building. We're building two separate things, very, very different from one another, and I think they're going to be cool.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to show you now how they achieved that peaked roof. So we're going to start off with a black plate, which they are asking us to turn upside down. And then we're going to add 3 of these longer black plates, like this. This is going to be cool. I think you'll like this. It's a pretty cool little construction. Well, you know, I think it is. I think it's about that time.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. We've got lots of.
We just started, so we can go back. We can absolutely go back.
There's always time for joy.
There's always time for joy. You ready? Are you going to find our special guest star? Yep. All right, everybody. It's about that time. Everybody's favorite time of the day. Wow, he really knows now. He's like, he gets here ahead of time. Yay, Logan Cookie Time.
Look, Logan, look.
And Cornado, I hope you see that your Logan Cookie Time mosaic is on our table behind us. There we go.
Good boy. Right, okay, catch.
Kim says her cat reacts to this now.
Did you see that catch?
That was a good one. Yay, Logan. Yay.
Yeah, you can...
Logan Cookie Time, ladies and gentlemen.
Fast at catching cookies.
He's really good at it now.
Highly motivated.
He is highly motivated. Okay, so yeah, food is his highest motivation. That is for absolute true.
So we were building a roof.
So now we're going to get into how the roof actually attaches. We have these little Technic pieces, which are actually really interesting and really, really helpful.
Oh, is there a small bag
that I'm missing? It's got like 2 pins in it. What's that?
Am I missing a small bag?
Hey, Aaron. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to pronounce it. Aaron Sermopoulos. Welcome. I don't think we've seen you here before, or at least not in the chat, so welcome. All right, so yeah, so we're going to use this little Technic piece, and we're going to put some plates underneath of it. One dark tan on the dark tan,
on the bottom,
then a gray.
Dark gray? Yes.
Yep. and then that little piece, and then it has a pin in it, so you can see, just so you can see what we're doing. And then we're going to attach this hinge, which is a really, really useful piece if you're trying to make large plates with a curve to them. This is a great piece. So I'm going to attach it like this. Right, you can see that. And then we're going to attach it right here. Is this correct? Yes, this is correct. Right here. And then we're adding this plate to help tie things together. So now you can see that this roof piece that we're building is now attached onto, right?
Yeah, and that's a pin that has friction, right? That's a black pin.
That is a black pin.
So it's going to hold its place.
With friction. Okay, so we're doing one more of these. And a 1x3 plate.
What that technique you should have put a pin on it.
If you liked it, then you should have put a pin on it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, oh boy. We're not even going to go into that whole about that whole thing. I don't.
Although now we're going to have to listen to that today.
Oh no, we're not.
Yeah, I think we are.
I don't think so.
Really loud.
All right, so here we go. We're just building. We're sort of like
What's
building
going
up
on?
on the back. We're gonna build another one of those little hinges, like we just built.
Okay.
Ooh, look, another top
Got
hat.
that one.
I love an extra top hat.
So fancy. Okay, dark gray.
There we go. That's not the right piece. You want this one.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we're just building another. Let's get that on camera.
Here.
We're just building another one of those hinges, like we did on the other side, and then we're gonna add that on to our, our plates.
Right? Is that I did that one opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a small,
like this, right? Then we're gonna add another brown plate here. Now this is important because you really do. We've built a lot of angled roofs before, and you really do have to kind of do this patchwork kind of construction, and it's just kind of the way.
Well, if you want it thin, I mean, otherwise it's 3 plates thick, and it starts to get, chunky.
Yeah.
Elise is here. Hi, Elise. Good morning. I guess what is it afternoon for you?
What? Who's here?
Your mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
You know her.
I do. I've met her a couple times. Okay, so this is something that they did on the roof piece you saw before that I wasn't able to use. So this piece, somebody on one of our streams said that this was one of their favorite pieces, and I can't remember. Was it Crystal?
The Trapdoor?
Yeah, it was. I think it was Crystal.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because she likes making lots of secret, compartments in mocks.
So we're gonna add that little piece that we all know you use as a trapdoor here on the edge to provide another place.
Well,
Right?
I'm interested to see where that's going.
Yeah, it was really it worked out nicely on the other side. Okay.
We're just talking.
So we're gonna add. All right. So now you can see that we're gonna start adding our angles on.
Oh yeah, Kim says it was Crystal.
See. We're starting to add our angles on, and if you've never built with angled plates before, they are awesome. And now we're gonna build now we're gonna add this big old plate
underneath. Well, on top.
Here, like this.
Press that down. This is where a mallet would come in handy.
Yes, it would actually.
Wherever you're. I almost only ever think about it with attaching plates to plates.
Wow, this is okay.
We've got one of these.
All right, so just I want you to see how we're shaping up here, right? Like we're filling in what would normally be a little slot with another angled plate behind it, because normally you would end up having that little area where it's flat here, right? Very cool.
And then I can't see on that. Is that dark gray?
Yes.
3x3?
Yes, it is. So you're using that, and then we're going to use a final angled plate here, and like I said, that angled plate underneath fills in that little gap.
Oh. I'm gonna go turn off our fan in case our electricity is close or something.
Oh my goodness, the fan. It's so hot here, y'all. It's been really hot in Oakland for the past couple of days. All right, so as if this wasn't complicated enough, now we're gonna, this is quite a contraption already. So now I'm gonna show you what goes on to those little, the little pins that come out the side of the trapdoor. So we're gonna go with a brown. We're doing lots of building upside down right now.
Gold. Do we already have a bunch of these gold clips? We have a lot of gold clips. Oh, it's one of those things. Do you ever go in your collection and you see you have 500 or something, and you say,
because they were on the wall. Which we're not gonna the wall anymore.
Yeah, but bricks and pieces.
Yeah, but it's not the same. No. There's something about being able to go. Bye, Johnny. No, a conference call time. I totally get it. Oh, and you know what's exciting?
What's that?
I am teaching my first class. I'm observing my first class today for Playwell. I'm back to work.
And who do you get to teach with?
Aaron. I'm so excited. So Aaron's leading the class, and I'm going to basically be his assistant from
from Lego Masters.
Oh, wow.
Everyone take a deep breath.
You are in so much trouble.
Well, there were Brick Masters on Lego Masters. The mouth gets ahead of the brain sometimes, right?
How about another one of those gold clips?
All right. Oh, look, we have a sextant here.
Oh, very cool. I always love those. That's a great piece.
A gold clip, I see.
Yep.
I see lots of dots.
Okay.
There, it's right there.
Oh, it's right here. Right off camera. Or maybe it was on. Everybody said yes. Beatrix.
Brick Masters.
Beatrix Masters. Brock Misters.
Oh my goodness. That is what I'm talking about right there. I can...
Oh, Shane, you're so sweet. He says you don't need your fan anyway because you have so many more in the chat. That's very sweet.
Awesome.
All right, so you'll remember that we... Oh, I gotta get that back in.
All right.
So you'll remember that we put this little trapdoor piece on, and now we just made this little sort of stick with a bunch of clips on it. And it looks like this is on the wrong end, but it's very easy to change. And now those clips are going to fit onto those pins.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Now, that's a technique. We've never done that before, right? That's
not
this
something
is
we've done. New. At least it's new to me.
Well, and look, it has just enough freedom to match an angle with these guys.
Right, so there's our whole... Whoa. Now, there's our completed roof piece. And here, I'll pull back a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. But there's our completed roof piece, all at an angle with a little gap here, you'll notice.
Whoa.
And here is the back contraption. Now... This will be fun. We get to show you how it attaches. And I think this is so clever and smart. And I just love the way that this works.
I'm going to move this stuff back here. We need some room now.
Yeah, because we really want to be able to show you how it goes on. So this is going to be above our entrance doors here. And I think we might want to go to the front camera for this one. All right? Just so that people can see it. So our roof piece our angled roof piece that we just made is going to go right here.
Right against these steep slopes, right?
Right against these steep slopes. And I want to show you how it works. So we've installed, you didn't see it because I didn't show you before, but these little pieces right here, we call them benches or seats.
Some people call them brackets.
Or brackets. Right? Yeah, I think they're officially called brackets. They, as you can see right here, create a little lip that covers the gap where the roof meets the plate. It's so smart. It's really, really smart way to cover a gap. Because there's always a little bit of a gap.
That's so clever.
I have to say, that's one of the things that I like. I think that it takes me longer to build things because I'm always so aware of I don't need a gap and can't have this. All right.
I think, between this and, say, Ninjago, I think roof treatments are some of the most innovative building techniques that LEGO does.
I would agree with that. All right. So here is where we're going to put our roof. And I'm starting off to just show you backwards, but I'm gonna have to turn it back around to do it properly. But this goes.
That's gonna rest right down.
Yeah,
right?
remember this little piece that we made here is gonna rest right on top of the top of this arch, and then these little feet with the hinges are gonna fit right here,
locking it down.
Locking it down.
And it's got a cutout for the chimney.
And it's got a cutout for the chimney, exactly right. Okay, so that's where you can see, like, I just put the little hinges down at the bottom, and I'm gonna have to turn this back around
so that we can
actually make it happen. And then now that I've got the bottom ones on, it lets me hinge this.
Well, that's just
and I can turn it right back around. But look how great that looks. There's space for the chimney, right?
Perfect placement. How many times have we made roofs where we're like, don't touch the roof?
You don't touch the roof, just don't touch it. And I'll show you this again. That's where that little stick that we went with the clips, which is attached to which is that trapdoor piece.
That's so smart.
And then also hinges down here. Brilliant. I think it's great.
Yeah, and then it gives this great roof line outside.
Yeah,
too.
so check that out. When you close it down, you have this great stick out section so that you can build another triangular section that's going to stick out of it. It's what we call a dormer, right? Well, it's not what we call a dormer.
We didn't make that up. I actually have a tool. I just learned about it in my CAD drawing program that calculates dormers for you automatically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you just say, I want it to stick out this much and be at this angle, and it draws a dormer.
All right, so now
Which
it's
I think
like
I'm gonna
magic.
I think I'm going to use that for Lego design too.
Is it transparent and sparkly?
It could be. I could map that onto it.
Okay.
A magical roof.
So now we're gonna build. It looks like we're building a couple
What are all
of
the sounds?
I don't know. It looks like we're building a little bit of furniture here.
Okay.
All right.
Here, let's get our bricks back.
And we're looking for a round clear tile, a 1x1 black plate with a clip.
Whoa. Okay, go back to one. I was lost.
And don't forget you have this.
Yep.
So a 1x1 clear tile.
Okay, round.
Yep. A camera.
Right there.
Now I love this because they've included this in past sets. They always have the camera for the Kodak moment, like when like it's for when you're going down the big slope on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and then they have the camera right there to catch the moment where you're going. I'm making a stupid face.
We just did a roller coaster that had that, didn't we?
We did lots of them. Many of them. We did that on Space Mountain.
No, what I'm saying is we just built a Lego roller coaster for one of the
Oh yeah, the pirate roller coaster that had the photo moment on it.
I was like, what is this surveillance camera? And he's like, it's the Kodak.
Surveillance camera. All right, so we have a little snake here, and we have our little camera, and we're going to put those in a minute. It shows you putting them on now, but we're going to build this little piece of furniture first.
You know this guy's name, don't you?
Oh, boy.
Severus, of course.
Severus Snake.
Yes. Of course.
All right. So we're...
Chain. Chain. Who is it? Hooded one says chain.
Oh, yeah, there is a chain. Oh, yeah, there's two chains, actually, together.
Here's another one.
Very good.
Thanks, Hooded
and
one.
they kind of go here, but again, we'll put those on in a minute once we get once we bring it back.
Wilfred thinks it definitely is a surveillance camera because the Baron.
Because the Baron. That's the only reason you need it. Okay, so we're doing our little table now. I like that this has. This uses inverse slopes for the table legs so that it gives the table a sort of like shape like that.
Oh, we're going to build some candles too.
Whoa, this is crazy. Okay, I think this might be my favorite piece of the whole thing. All right.
What's that?
It's like a surveillance camera. All right, so first of all, we have skull candle holders, which is awesome. So it's a skull with a gold dot with a hole and a candle.
Oh, of course the candle fits in the hole.
And that's what goes on these gray jumper plates that we've put down. Nice. And don't forget, if you ever want to place something on top of a table, it's really good to mix up tiles and jumper plates and studs because you can really get stuff like in different places. And this particular case, they want it on, but
you can basically paint with studs, right? Like we saw in the Stranger Things set where they made decorative pattern with studs and then could put stuff on them.
So check it out. We've got these. We got these guys.
The happy skulls.
The happy skulls, and then. So
there's a goblet.
Okay, there's always a goblet, but I want to show you there's like a larger. So we got the gold goblet, but we've got this larger thing. So you know this as a lantern piece, which came out with I believe the Harry Potter sets first, and it's going to have a red cylinder inside. You know, like a 1x1 round brick.
But
right? Oh, thanks, BJ. I'm glad you liked the cuckoo clock. That was fun. Let's see. Oh, Bill Ward's here. Hey, how's it going? We've got a 1x1 clip, and then we're actually using the lantern upside down as like a weird lamp.
It's like a...
How cool is that? I think that's super cool. What a great use of that piece. And I love, of course, that it's not, thing.
Well, that's that whole thing. I think about it as softening your focus. If you, when the purpose of pieces is in focus, you're thinking, okay, obviously this is a lantern, a lantern, a lantern. But if you can back up a little bit and sort of blur out your focus a little bit, you can think, what is this shape? And that's what they did there. I think it's hard to forget what things are intended for. You see people do that really well in microscale, right?
Yes. Abstracting out details.
Yes.
All right, so we're building a skeleton minifigure, always one of my favorite ones to put together, who is, of course, wearing a top hat, because why not? And then he is the holder of the sextant. So there you go.
Oh, he's like he was a once upon a time navigator. This guy must have a name.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, so everything we just made has a story. And I'll go ahead and point those out before we put them in. So this one that we just made is called The Altar of Alhazred.
Oh, that's the Mad Wizard.
So it's unknown what dark rites this heavy-looking stone table was originally intended. The Baron used it for light reading on rainy days. It's always humor. So the skeleton is the forbidden skeleton. Some say Sam Sinister's car exploded while running from the law, leaving only his skeleton and top hat behind. Some say there was once a third twin butler. No one knows for sure. He's like a skeleton. Oh,
because there's two other butlers.
There's the two twin bearded, friendly butler guys. Well, that was really cool. And we will put that on. We'll put those in. But you know what? I want to move forward because we're about to make the dormer, which is a really, really, really cool build. And then once we do that, otherwise we're going to be picking up and putting down and picking up and putting down. Oh!
What happened?
Haha, well, I was gonna say bingo piece on the floor, but it's actually my chapstick. All right. So we're gonna build this little dormer, which I'm super excited about. So it's a 3x3 plate. Then we've got a corner plate.
Okay.
We have a
I'll look at the instructions that you've placed here conveniently.
A 1x3 plate and one of those hinge pieces.
One of the hinge pieces right there.
Okay, so we're adding in the little hinge piece to allow the roof to go at an angle. But this is a much smaller roof than what we made before. So check it out. I'm already building an angled roof piece.
Let's see, a brown little guy there.
A 2x4. I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm putting out pieces.
Got it. Yes, there we go. Thank you. And here?
Seems like, you already got all of this,
yes, right? So I'm here, now we're here. So I'm going to add another, so check it out, I want to finish this angle off. Right?
You have your pin, I think you have the pieces you need, right?
I think so. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take first thing I'm going to do is follow the instructions, which I wasn't about to do, which is dumb. So I'm using this piece I'm adding one of those, you know, this is our favorite piece lately, this little plate with a Technic pin. And then we're going to use a pin and add on another one of these.
Brickanista points out, love how enthusiastic all the designers are about all this as well. Great callbacks to previous sets.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's great. So now you can see that we left this empty space, and that's what's going to fit right here
with plates.
Check it out. Nice little angle. Look at that lovely angle.
Oh, wait, something's... Oh, no, it's because it's upside down.
I feel like Bob Ross now. Look at that lovely angle.
Happy little trees.
Happy angle.
Have I introduced you to my squirrels? My little happy squirrel friends.
Okay, let's grab this.
Bob Ross is, I don't know. Can you imagine a conversation between Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers?
That would, yes, I would and it
love
would be
to see the episode.
It would be epic
of Mr. Rogers where Bob Ross was on and does a painting in the land of make believe.
Oh, why didn't this happen? That needs
awesome.
to happen.
Right, and then Lady Elaine Fairchild could display it in the museum go round.
She was terrifying.
I love Lady Elaine Fairchild. Wasn't she like a Judy puppet from Punch and Judy?
Yeah,
I think she was.
So Moto says, so what's crazy is this entire roof has to be that steep because of the wedge plate angles to combine into a perfect seam. This is nuts. Yes, it is.
Well,
yes,
it gives it just that spooky steepness. I think makes the building look so much more vertical.
Right. Well, pointy is good. All right, so now we have this. We have most of this roof piece done.
That's the Klingon effect. Pointy is good. If you're gonna make Klingon decorations, they have to be pointy.
Nerd.
Our friend Lee would approve of that.
She would approve.
Okay, where are we at here?
And I approve of this statement.
Secret.
Okay, so now we're about to build a little place to mount. We're gonna now mount this hinge.
And I gotta put a couple of plates.
Yeah, little plates. Let's do it on the camera.
Oh, there we go. Where people can see.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Flynn, this is a show.
I know.
All right, there you go.
All right, so there we go.
We got that guy?
Yes, I got that one.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna basically do the same thing. You want to build this?
Yeah,
this
I'll do this one.
It's a little confusing, so just.
All right, I'll beware. Here we're building upside down. I'm already lost.
It's a lot of little. You're right here.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
He believes me, of course. Yes, honey, it's okay. We're right here on step 301.
He says Citizen Brick made a Bob Ross minifig with an artist easel and painting. I think they called it Art Enthusiast.
Yeah, actually, yours is right over there.
I think my painting is over there, but is Bob over there?
No, Bob's there just above Pee-wee.
I made one a long time ago. I'll show you.
Just above Pee-wee.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
Okay. Let me do these things in order.
So here. This was my Bob Ross that I made. I'll switch to the front camera so you can.
Oh, I need a brown. There we go.
Right? That drives me crazy. I don't know why it wants to do that, and I don't know if anybody can hear that. But
what, that bleeping? What is the bleeping?
The bleeping. Okay, so here's my Bob Ross. I don't know.
And he had a painting with happy little trees.
He has and he has a painting. Here, he has a painting with happy little trees. And he also I made a little easel for it too. Anyway,
is he painting with a cigar? No, that's a paintbrush.
No, it's a paintbrush, and it's green because he's painting
happy little trees.
Oh my goodness. Are you done with that?
Yes. No. I'm sorry, the Dear John tattoo was in the way.
Wow. Just be glad it's the tattoo.
Oh my goodness! What are we, an episode of I Love Lucy?
Oh. What does that have to do with anything?
Because Fred always had. You're lucky it was just the tattoo.
Oh, okay. So I was watching. I know that.
Okay, I gotta put this on.
There are definitely problems with
Let's turn this
stuff
thing
on.
there we go.
I Love Lucy, but I do love the show, and she's such a great comedian, and she started my love of really beautiful actresses who aren't afraid to look stupid or silly. And I love that. And who was it we were just talking about last night that does that?
Stand by one moment, Mr. Flynn. I've got this device here that looks just like this, and I'm trying to attach.
It goes here, but you're missing a brick. You have to put a plate here.
Where?
Right here.
What
goes here?
I just don't. Oh, that plate right there. Okay, thank you.
Right.
I missed a step up top.
It's okay.
Remember you said it was confusing, and I'm like,
it was very confusing. Now I forgot what. Yeah. So who was I talking about? Tina Fey, and no, Jane Krakowski.
No, see, that's what I'm saying.
Well, also
Look.
Tina Fey, but Jane Krakowski on 30 Rock is never afraid to look stupid, and
she's beautiful and absurd,
and she's ridiculous.
Here,
I love her for
we're
that.
down here.
Okay, so what have you done here? We've got that. We've got that.
Right. This all matches. That all matches. I'm just having trouble mating it in a way that the angle goes right.
It's because this is down
that's
one.
off by one. Thank you.
That's fine. So, and then we'll do that. And look, nobody had to see that because I didn't have the camera.
Oh, my fumble was a secret.
There we go. All right, so we just made another side of that little.
We had a lot going on during that.
We did have a lot going on. Oh, but I was gonna say how enraged I was this morning. So Hulu and the other places they give you a little description of what the episode is that you're about to watch. And I'm watching this. I'm watching this episode, and it's Ricky putting little Ricky to bed and telling him Little Red Riding Hood in Spanish.
It's awesome. He acts the whole thing out.
He acts the whole thing out, and it's awesome. But I go on to Hulu, and the description, like when I turned it on pause, the description says, Ricky reads a bedtime story to Ricky Jr. Ricky Jr. I have no words. I really think that the person must have been, an infant.
Well, of course, I Love Lucy was old when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
It was reruns for our parents.
Oh, well, of course, but my mom, if she's still here, Mom, I don't know.
At least
Mom,
you know about Ricky Jr.
My mom,
Ricky Jr.
and my brother and I used to watch it all the time. We had many episodes that were favorites.
Okay, so here's one. What was different about when Samantha Stevens and Lucy Ricardo had their kids?
Wait, what?
What was different? Wasn't there something different between Lucy and Sam?
Yes, because Sam was actually allowed to say she was pregnant. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's right.
30 years or 20 years in between the two.
That's right, because when Lucy was having little Ricky, they weren't allowed in the 50s to say pregnant, and so they had to call the episode "Lucy is enceinte," which is Spanish for pregnant. Isn't that weird? It's just so bizarre. Like the things that you can and can't say. So check it out. We've got this now. We've got both of these on here.
I think.
It hasn't had us lock it together yet. No, it locks together up here.
Okay.
So here's our triangle roof, right?
That's so clever.
Munsters, yes. Munsters is awesome.
Yes. Okay. Here we can do our sometimes but very rare feature where we show a thing.
Oh, okay. What are we showing? Oh, okay, yeah. So speaking of the Munsters, now...
Go to front.
The funny thing about this is he doesn't look exactly like the one from the show, but my friend Jim got me this Woof Woof doll, which was Eddie Munster's...
His neck is fragile.
Yeah, his neck is fragile. The Woof Woof doll, and this was actually produced and signed by Butch Patrick, who played Eddie Munster, and he's got like weird, creepy... green hands.
Little doll hands.
But yeah, so there's our Munsters. There's our little...
In a full suit, and he's got little shoes.
It's so weird.
We love the Munsters.
Woof Woof is awesome. I actually have a t-shirt with Eddie Munster on it in a little coffin. It says, "Kiss my Woof Woof goodnight." Which he used to say all the time. Okay, so...
He went to sleep in a drawer, right?
You're thinking of Ralph Wiggum.
No, Eddie Munster went to sleep and they closed him in the dresser.
Why am I not remember that?
Ralph Wiggum was referring to Eddie Munster.
I sleep in a drawer.
I think I may be wrong about that, but I remember Grandpa closing him in the drawer before.
So we in this on The Simpsons, they said that Ralph was one of the, or if not the most difficult character to write for, because he only had one-liners and they always had to hit like 100%. Yeah, Minifig Chick says he does sleep in a drawer. I don't know why I missed that or forgot about it, but right.
Poor Marilyn. How she had to go through the world looking like that.
Oh, so dumb, so ridiculous. I know. Oh, poor Marilyn. If only she wasn't so ugly. That's what they would say about her.
Okay, we've got this coming up here.
Okay, so now we're, obviously you can see we're building the underneath part of this roof.
Nope.
Oh,
this is next.
Very good.
And then we've got these two guys.
There we go. And here's a little secret. I don't have very many modern tattoos, but I actually have a Ralph Wiggum tattoo. He's like my only sort of. Just really, he's small, but he makes me laugh. All right, so we got this. I love this piece, by the way. This pyramid piece, so cool.
Isn't that okay?
Right.
So, is it now a vintage tattoo? Now that the Simpsons are like 30 years old, how old are the Simpsons now?
Like 30 something years, because they've been on. I'll say this: I had just moved to San Francisco when they became. I think it was 1990.
No, Marilyn Parmley is definitely not Marilyn Munster.
No, oh my God, no! We were talking about Marilyn Munster. Oh my goodness,
who was so lovely, and that was the running joke of the whole series.
Ooh,
right?
check this out, y'all! So this decoration for the top of this particular tower is this.
This is super smart.
These are little I'm sorry, what do you call these? Like fencing foils, rapiers. There we go. That is the decoration on top of this tower.
That is a trick I'm gonna remember.
That is
Look
so
at that
cool.
Tiny detail.
So it's ice cream cone with a gold dot with a hole, and then the rapier goes in there.
Smart.
How cool is that?
Hooray!
All right, so now we are going to use one of these. It's a Technic pin with sort of like a bigger head with an axle on it right here. Oh my goodness. And we're going to do that.
Okay, I'm going to get a little gushy here, Flynn.
What are we gushing about?
A little gushy. I'm going to say that isn't it wonderful about Lego that it's got amazing design, superb engineering, and this sense of positivity and fun. I'm just like, we're such fans of Lego, right? But as I'm watching this amazing design of this set, I'm just thinking, yay, there's reasons we like Lego so much.
Lots of them. All right, so check it out. We've got our, here we've made our little, the triangle roof. We've got our...
Oh, and that's going to lock it together.
Yes, exactly. So that giant pin is what's going to lock our two roof pieces together. Now, the only issue I'm having right now is it looks... I'm going to do this because for whatever reason,
what if you put the pin in first and then stick the axle into the bushing on the back of the pin?
Oh, I see why. Because this wasn't actually in the right place. It needs to go here. It was hanging off by one stud.
I just like to think, how long do you think they worked on this particular little mechanism?
There, we've got our two, remember these?
Yep.
The little hinge joints? They fit exactly together, like that. This is an awesome community, Brickanista. You are absolutely right. Think? So now we're going to take that pin and we're going to insert it into those two... little holes. Oh,
here, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you insert the pin in first, since these are so fragile?
Because that's not what the instructions said.
Well, sometimes it's hard. It's true. We can do it the way the instructions say.
Okay, here we go. And there we go. Look at that. Perfect.
What a perfect fit. Look at that business there.
Perfect fit.
That's great.
I'm blown away. Makes me so happy. Oh. Falling apart. There we go. Back together.
Nope.
It isn't?
No. Is it? Is that supposed to stick down a plate below?
I think that maybe it is, but
Okay.
I'm not positive of that.
How are we doing here? We're just finishing up this bag, right?
Yeah, we are finishing up this
Let's
bag.
put it on the... Here, I'll hold this.
Okay, so this is what we got here. All right?
What, this just combination of points and curves and these the inverse slope effect there.
Excuse me.
Sorry there.
All right, so we're going to have to go back to the front camera for all this.
All right.
So the first thing we are going to do
Looks like
is...
the haunted house has a smiley face on it.
It does. It does. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in and put our furniture in that we made. And that's all going to go on the inside of the room, the roof that we just put on.
Can we turn it around and we'll just reach around front, or do you want to put
I need
it in
to,
and then reach
I need to put it on and then we'll do that because there's sort of like stuff stacked on top of each other that is not immediately apparently easy to see.
All right.
So I'm putting, sorry you can't all see this while I put it in, but I think that you can...
That's right, Severus just went in.
Yeah, I think you'll live without not having seen me put the furniture in place.
So the snake...
yes.
The clip is hidden because the snake is just peeking out from underneath the table.
Oh yeah, so check it out. We got just wanted to show you remember we put, or you don't remember, we put a little snake in a clip and then put it under and then you put the table on top.
He's just peeking out.
Sticks out. It's so good. And then we have these chains and one is going to go here. I'm sorry, y'all. It's too hard to do it the other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another here. Oh,
is this box of junk over here supposed to include gray minifigure legs?
it sure is. I guess it's a pair of pants.
Oh,
I'm guessing. All right, so look, we've got chains, and now we're attaching these to the legs of our skeleton.
Poor guy.
Who then, check it out, everybody.
Oh, he came to a bad end.
Can we get this around? So here's our little room with our hanging skeleton guy, our altar. Right.
Our altar right there.
Very good. Nice.
Should go grab some red ones so you can have Thunder Pants in there.
Oh my goodness, Thunder Pants needs to happen.
I want a pair
custom
of
Thunder Pants minifig legs is what we need right now.
Ms. Thing as a pointer. Bingo.
Bingo. All right, so now we're gonna put this this triangular piece on. Now I got to get this up here, and that'll be it for today. We're kind of at the end. And don't forget,
this is fragile.
Your things are due in a couple of hours. Actually, I'm going to give you till 2 o'clock today because I'm teaching my class. I don't know if I said that already.
Oh, and by things he means your entries in the robot and mech challenge.
Yes, that is what I meant. And yes, all right. So I'm going to show you.
This is
here.
So cool.
And we'll go to the down cam for this. So we had this little stick out sort of balcony thing. And we had this brick, and we were unsure...
that's hidden behind our image.
Oh, sorry. We were unsure whether this was supposed to be not on the same level as this, and in fact, it was not, because you can see that this is a plate down.
What? So the black one is a plate down from the gray one?
From the gray one, exactly right. And so now we're going to place this on.
And it's just going to fit perfectly, even though it's resting against this this studs out plate here. That's That's a really nice looking fit.
There you go. There's our little dormer roof.
Now turn it back and forth.
Now there is a little bit of a gap, but it's not.
I can suspend my disbelief.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we're looking.
Check that out.
The gap is about a stud at the very top.
Well, I think this is just a great, what a great, fun detail, right?
Well, and using the rapiers gives you this tiny, smaller than a pixel detail, smaller than one stud detail at the end.
Oh my goodness, there's still a lot to go on this, but hey, that's fine. I'm excited to do more, and because you know what's next is bag 13, which I'll be doing off camera so that we don't bring any bad luck. Okay. All right, so yeah, that the roof, the roof treatment on this is just It's fantastic.
That's great. That'll be fun to use for castles too.
Yes, those rapier trick. Oh, and also check out the little chimney.
It goes
It's
from
it's like a chimney pot. It's really cool.
And so it goes from a 2-wide chimney here to when you open it up, it still remains a 2-wide chimney, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
Very cool. I don't understand this bingo thing. Where do I get a card?
Oh,
Insane Lego fan. It was posted to our Facebook page by Moto quite a while ago.
yeah, that was in the early, like the first couple weeks of our show.
And then I had talked about doing a graphical treatment of it, but it just wasn't humanly possible with all the other things it had going on. And I kind of said, if anybody wants to take a stab at making a graphic treatment of it, you can.
But it's pretty insightful. It's funny. Like, obviously,
it's very funny. And also, we were talking about because now that there are so many, others, we needed to make a second card or one that has them sort of like mixed up. Somebody was asking what Wilfred was asking about the chimney pieces. So I'll pop this off real quick. So, here we go.
Here, we'll just this right here.
So this is, you
gotta hold it behind our picture there.
It's a round tile with a hole in the middle. And then there's this funny piece, which is kind of like a truncated cone, but has a curve at the bottom, like a little wedge. I don't know if you can see that. Whoops. And then that goes in the hole here. And then we have one of those, what I call an actual truncated cone with a flat bottom.
Sort of like a fez shape.
Like a fez, goes upside down in that, and that's how it looks.
Nice. Well, that bottom piece is pretty unique. The one in the middle of those three.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't know that we have many of those, do we? I don't remember seeing it before.
I don't think I've ever seen it before, but
brand new.
What do I know?
For
new
us.
to us.
Yeah, I'll grab it, and I might add some more squares soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's well, we should come up with a couple. Is anybody a graphic designer that wants to take this on?
Oh, it's Moto's talking about bingo.
Yes. Yeah. I was saying if anybody does graphics and they want to do.
Well, it's so fun. It's it was like a funhouse mirror held up to us because it was really distorted, scary. But only a little. Not really. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Pretty darn accurate.
Well, this has been fun today. We had so many features.
So many features. And we looked at a bunch of Lego sets. And, now we'll get to start earlier. Like, now that we don't have so much Lego news, we can start the building faster. Yeah. But tomorrow, of course, we have our Mech and Robot Challenge slideshow with special guest Jermaine from Lego Masters of Mel and Jermaine. He's going to be here going over the mech and robot pictures with us.
He's made, I think, hundreds of Transformers.
Yeah, he has.
Makes lots of figural pieces.
And I gotta say, I don't know where we're at in comparison to some of the...
Yes.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You don't know where we were just talking about Jermaine and Transformers, and you said, I don't know where we were in terms of, shiny. I think that's what the transcript reads.
Yeah, well, all right.
That's okay.
Yeah, if you want to laugh, look at the translations on Facebook.
Of what?
Because it does captioning on Facebook Live.
Oh, really?
Later on,
and I'll have to check that out.
It's terrible. It's
by the way, hello to everyone on Facebook. We don't. I don't know that all of your names come up in the feed. Are we?
Only if you comment. And I am sorry. I apologize if you commented and we didn't see it, but we don't. I keep forgetting to look at the thing. It doesn't look like it.
Combined one. Well, welcome.
Yeah.
We're so happy you're here.
Welcome and goodbye. Well, so anyway, don't forget that if you when you send in those squirrel moments, like from the movie Up, it is exactly like that. And Minifig Chick knows I have like 20 of those a day. All right, so don't forget you can you're going to email your submissions for the challenge to Flynn@TrickyBricks.com, and of course we will announce the new challenge tomorrow. But do remember, have a light behind you when you take the picture. One photo, 2 to 3 sentence description.
Yep.
Flynn@TrickyBricks.com.
Just make sure everyone can see all the details you put in.
2 o'clock today, please.
Yep.
If you are new to the channel, welcome, and please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell button so that you'll get announcements when we go live.
Yeah, subscribing helps us bring you more stuff. YouTube likes it and says, hey, here's some more stuff you can do for everyone who watches.
Exactly. So we can do, so that's our Instagram there. Coral! I don't know where that came from, but we're going to say it anyway. Yeah, you can find us on Instagram at TrickyBricks. If you want to send us something to show and read on our viewer mail section, you can get us at Flynn and Richard, P.O. Box 11517, Oakland, California 94611. That's where you can get us. Yeah, you can hit that like button. I always forget to say to hit the like button. If you want to support us via Patreon, all that is down there in the description of the video. Also, how our Redbubble store to the real, authentic TrickyBricks Redbubble store, not those fakes.
Use the link.
Just make sure you use the link. And we, I think that just about wraps up.
Look at that squirrel!
Oh man! Wow! It just. Oh, thank you, Brickanisa. That's very sweet. We love you too, and it's definitely been a highlight of our time here.
And thanks again, Mr. Elmo Man.
Yeah, yes, and thank you, Mr. Elmo Man, for your awesome letter and picture, which is now hanging on our refrigerator art gallery.
Yep.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to please stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands. And we will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for our Mech Robot slideshow with Jermaine.
So excited.
All right. Bye, everyone.